Growing up, my mom used to tell us that if we ever get a visitor, we should always offer them something to drink, even if it's water. If there is food, we can always give them food because we do not know why they're there. Some of them are hungry, someone is thirsty, so always be kind enough to give them at least a cup of water. Or always ask them, even if it's a stranger they have come, ask them, can I please give you some water? And that was the act of kindness that our mom raised us doing. Hi guys, my name is Chef. I am here to present to you the best local Ugandan culture, African cuisine that you will love to make. So as we get to close over Christmas season, Christmas is all about family. And so today I decided to bring you I will be hosting. This is my first hosting in an African setting. Yes, as you can see, those are my guests. Me, I cook with my guests, by the way. Yeah, my guests come, we cook together. So here we cook meals, we share the love of Christ, we share as we cook. Yeah, love of Christ as we cook. So this is the way Africans hosted a guest. So today we're going to be hosting guests. Meanwhile, later you're going to see who our guests are. So we are preparing food. Remember, in African culture, we do not fry food because I feel like these guys did not have cooking oil. Okay, they had their natural oil, but then it wasn't like a big deal. They always ate authentic food. Yeah, so today we decided to harvest some of the food. As you can see, these are some of my guests. These ones you're seeing, these young ones, I'll be jazzing you as the video continues. So if this is your first time to be here, please subscribe, please like, please comment, and we'll be here to just enjoy life together. So in an African culture, in an African setting, normally here in Uganda, some cultures, they prefer when they're peeling while kneeling. That is the Baganda culture. Even as in my culture, when we are peeling, we sit down. You can choose to straighten your legs or something, but then we don't peel while standing up. And so today we're going to be making offals. We're going to be turaze kuzipata offals zitu tuziteke umunyama. Ninga, we're going to be making it in meat. Yes, so that way we are not going to add in any spice. It is going to completely be local. It has a nyama itwa turyaga. Like I remember during Christmas, even if you've come from town, this is the meat you are craving for. It is the meat that you're craving for. You have eaten enough fried food and now you have gone back home. You want to eat authentic food. So comment in the comment section and tell me, what kind of food do you eat in your home village, in your African setting? How do you host people, and so on and so on. So first of all, as you can see, I am using a pot. Normally, I remember we used to visit my grandparents, and they used to prepare, let's say beans. They'll be preparing them in pots. If it is meat, they would prepare it in pots, and so on and so forth. So such memories, they bring me back. I keep remembering such beautiful moments that I had with my grandparents, and it was always amazing. So why am I bringing in this African content? You can see now we have already put on the matoke. Matoke is boiling on firewood as we go on to make the other food. So why am I doing such content? Because I want to keep the culture, the African culture, alive in me. I want my children to watch me do this, because I noticed that in this era, everyone is using gas. The culture is dying off slowly by slowly, and I choose to keep it alive. I'm pretty sure when my child comes and says, okay, me, I am picking firewood, remember we used to eat firewood, and then we go out to the forest, we as you can see, our meat had already boiled. It had already boiled. I put in tomatoes. I've now put in my pot meal. I've added it there because I needed that flavor that is really so good and so amazing. So guys, if this is the first time you are here, please comment in the comment section, subscribe, and do not forget to like. So basically, this is our meat. Actually, it is not fried. That is the honest truth. It does not have spices. It's completely the one when you see it, like it's looking like a little bit yeah, those are the tomatoes. I had some tomatoes that I had blended. They were in the fridge, so I've added them there, and that is what we are doing. So as we were here, I had a story. These girls, okay, let me just tell you, the girls I have Brenda. Some of you have heard about Brenda. I have Mariam, secrets untold, Mama carrying tales only the forest told. They help me with work sometimes when I'm overwhelmed. And so today I was like, let me invite them and children so that we can have a meal together. We cook our meal and eat basically that. Yeah, I just wanted to have that minute with them. Because normally we prepare like food for functions and all the food that is going for us. Like sometimes we are tired and we really don't get that time to sit down and enjoy the meal. So today is that day where we are just cooking for ourselves. We are not cooking for anyone. Not like someone is going to, it is us and us. Yeah, I love these ladies so much. They are so obedient and sweet. God rustling for like stories that so basically that is why we are here. They are there. They have their families. Stay with their husbands. They are like the big breadwinners. They don't work sometimes, so they don't go to school. So basically that is. So as you can see in
rivers whisper truths as they flow.
I'm going to be preparing pilau. Pilau is children. So people don't want to eat this pilau basically. And maybe my husband also added in some cooking oil and ghee, then onions.
Each echo is step
doing that
on the forest floor.
As you watch, they are so here to keep the African culture. There is a tree that was and when she phoned me
in the arms of solitude,
and I told her, this is firewood, we are making food.
whispering pines,
On firewood, where is your
children?
And you can imagine each minute in the future if we don't keep such moments, things to our children. They're even going to school and they'll be like, where do you come from? They know that they go to international school and they're like, what's your culture? What is so good about your culture? What do you know about your culture? And completely our children will be shattered, So that is basically why I am here to show you our African culture, we do our things, and so on and so on. So I make my children and our visitors, our visitors are going to be the people who are hosting there, So I'm very sure they are going to enjoy the meal. Because I told their parents the kids shouldn't eat. They will just come here and have their meal, and they cannot wait. They normally when we're making food, they cannot wait to come and have meals with us. And I love it for them. They have become part of my family. I love them so much, and I care. Me and my family, we care about them so much. And when we normally we look forward to spending such a moment with them. So you're going to be seeing most of them in my videos. We're going to be cooking together, slowly by slowly, but basically we want to keep the spirit of Africa, the African culture. We want to make sure that it does not die off in front of our children. Our children will grow and they will be like, yes, I saw this, I know this, I know that we can still get food from firewood, so we can still go and fetch water and so on and so forth. So let's continue preparing this as we enjoy the video. Remember, we are getting into the season of Christmas. This can be the recipe of pilau that you pick. It was actually the best pilau. The pilau was so nice and everyone enjoyed it. Everyone enjoyed it, just so you can pick it up. And in case you're that kind of person who is like, how can I host? You can even host people outside, by the way. It begins with your heart. As long as your heart is ready to host people, trust me, you will always host them. But the moment your heart tells you that even two people you cannot, that even if it's one person, you will not host them, because your heart cannot accommodate them, which means in the natural realm, you will not be able to host them. So like I started by saying, my mom used to tell us that we should never allow anyone to pass by without offering at least a drink to them. So as Jasmine, your food is ready, our matoke is ready, and our visitors, our dear guests are here. As you can see in the background, they are there. One is Zainab, another one is Rahiman, another one is there's a baby who's called Joy. My daughter calls her Joy. So when they came, they found my daughter eating, and my daughter was so happy to see them. She thought she's there actually, and then she started giving them some food. She had her food there, then she started feeding them. I noticed that she was not eating. I just got the food and told them to eat it. In a minute, the food was done, and then she started crying that she needed her food. I was like, I thought you didn't want food, and I allowed your friends to eat. You can imagine. So, so guys, this is my family. I'm so pleased to be here. This is me. That is Matoke, the one. So with the sweet potatoes, the one you're seeing yellow, we had very nice sweet potatoes, very very nice. And I began by serving my husband because he's been on leave. So as I here today is chujuro, or it is serving. And amazingly, we had those greens. That green is called nakati. It is common here in Uganda. You just steam it on top of matoke. You just cover it in the banana leaves and you'll be good to go. Now here, serving my guests. I don't know what is enough for them, but then I've put room just in case they need more. I will be adding them more food. But the truth is, they ate it and they could not finish the food. But for rice, they really ate rice. I added them more rice. Rice was really, really good. I'm glad that they enjoyed everything around. I'm glad that they appreciated. And actually afterwards, they came and they were like, Auntie Webale Kufumba, because they speak in Luganda. They were like, Auntie Webale Kufumba, thank you for cooking. So basically, this is what warms my heart. Looking at this, I know that, sometimes it's not easy, but looking at us, like inviting these amazing children and making a life memorable. I remember people who used to invite us for like food. We never forgot those people. I remember on Christmas Day we used to go to my mom's village, and there we would eat all sorts of food. You guys, food speaks. Food has a special language that no one talks about. Food has a special language, so that is us. We are eating our food, we are enjoying, we are not complaining. That is Emma is enjoying, and meanwhile the food was so hot. Look at that baby, that is Joy. But Joy was eating food like she doesn't care, and us. Now those are my ladies, and me who were there. For Brenda refused to eat with us. She said she doesn't eat matoke, and then she was like, for her they can separate her rice, she will eat alone. And so I just allowed her be, but basically me and my ladies, we had fun. That is how I hosted in an African setting without spending so much. And by the afterwards, these guys went and washed everything. They went and cleaned up like they normally do. Yeah, they normally do. If you have hosted, like if we have worked for you, like outside catering, you know how these ladies will clean up. Mama Emma and Mama Rahima, they will clean up everything. So afterwards, we just moved around the area to make sure that the food sits properly. It sits properly. Me, I wanted to doze, but I was like, no. I have eaten a lot of food. Let me just finish up like that. So my beloved people, that is it from me. What would you want me to bring as content? What would you want to see us do? This is going to be my team for cooking in an African setting. This is going to be my family for the time being. So I remain the Muchiga chef, here to deliver to you, to bring you the Africa, the Uganda no one shows you. People come, they visit, but then they forget to show you. There are some parts, there are some things that they don't show you. So that is it from me. I remain the Muchiga chef. Please subscribe, comment, like, and let me know that you're part of this family. Have a beautiful day. May God watch over you. Bye.